Good evening, my name's Alex Campbell.
And I'm Mark Palmer.
And you're watching Dissecting Vikings. So Judith is dead. She set up Alfred, she murdered her son, she did all this stuff to get him into power and become a great king, and now she's dead.
Yeah, it was what, breast cancer, by the looks of it.
Yeah. I feel like her character was done. She wasn't doing anything interesting or going anywhere. I liked her in the early days, you know, the defiant woman, but by the end it was just like...
She was a bit psychotic. Like,
yeah. Yeah, a wee bit. So I'm glad she's gone, but I don't feel like, you know, her arc was bad. I feel like this is a good ending to her.
Yeah.
Although I thought they were setting up a lesbian romance between her and Lagertha.
Yeah, it looked like it for a second with the...
Yeah. Just moving and kiss.
There are still many things for us to discover on the other side of the shield wall.
Yeah, Jasper and I were talking about the one-on-one combat between Ubbe and Mr. Frodo, and I don't know, part of me was like, you know, they could do this really well or it could be boring, but I actually really liked it.
Yeah.
Thought it was interesting, and I was involved because I really like Ubbe now. Like, I want his character to succeed, so I was invested in the fight. And then, yeah, it got all brutal and gritty and realistic. They were fist fighting and shit.
They were like, you know, they were both fucked. It wasn't just like they were constantly at each other.
Yeah.
Because that's not how it would be. You'll be smashed in the face repeatedly. You're going to be fucked. And the way he got him in the end was fucking sick, too.
Yeah, that moment where, like, he was laying on his back and he found Odin and got the inspiration to get up and kill him. That was great.
Father.
The music was inspirational and lots of extreme close-ups and kept on cutting back to Mr. Frodo, so it was building tension. And you're like, come on, Ubbe, come on! Then he did it. Yeah, I was kind of thinking in my mind, oh, wow, great choreographed sword fight, that would be awesome. And it was that for like a few shots, and then it just got like,
Shield breaks twice, and then he's just like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
At first I thought he was going to, as soon as he first started with just the blade, I'm like, he's going to smash this cunt. Then no.
Yeah.
He did, but it was very close.
Yeah. And I like the physicality of the actor playing Mr. Frodo. It was like a weird, like, shaved orangutan kind of creature almost.
Yeah.
The way, like, he wasn't standing up straight. His posture was all, like, gangly and like a monster or a creature. He was like...
Yeah, I did notice too, like they, in this episode in particular, they were doing, you know, Ragnar's eyes used to really go blue when he was talking about stuff he was passionate about. They were doing that a lot with Ubbe's eyes.
Yeah.
In this episode too.
I've noticed a few times before that, like, yeah, enhanced them with visual effects. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it sticks out, and you're like, maybe tone that down a little bit.
Yeah. Just like the stuff blinding people with those little eyes.
And yeah, in the end, he found Odin again, which is good, you know. I understood why he converted to Christianity and all that. It was just a means to get what he wanted.
I like the way he actually mentioned that though. It's that he's like I did that because I knew they could give me what I want.
Yeah. He wasn't actually down for all that. And which is good. Like, we're watching Vikings, you know. I want them to... Part of it is them integrating and changing and becoming more Christian. But I like the old gods, and I like them believing in this backwards pagan mythology.
The start of the series builds up to all that so much, you know?
Yeah, I miss those days.
And then all of a sudden it's just like, bam, Christianity.
Well, that's the end game, that's what happened. That Viking age ended with them integrating. They weren't defeated or they didn't kill all the Saxons, they won, really. They moved in, they settled, they lived, they moved on, and they converted to Christianity, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's part of it.
Yeah, that's just history. That's how it plays out. I still love you, Odin.
Once more, I embrace the true gods. The gods of my father. The gods of my people.
What do you think about Lagatha now? Because everyone on this show for a long time has not enjoyed her character or what she's been doing.
Yeah, I mean, I did enjoy a character in the early series. But
absolutely.
Honestly, when she first appeared, I was just like, for fuck's sake, you know, why did you bring her back? But I did really like the scene where she was going crazy and she showed Ragnar's death scene with her feeling responsible for it.
As King Ayla and stuff. That was really well executed. And great to see Ragnar, even if it wasn't
it was like
Travis Fimmel filming these scenes, it was just the old scenes, it was still like, Ragnar!
And it was edited well enough to make it fit, you know?
Yeah, they changed it enough for it to be like a new sequence. But yeah, I feel like she's kind of where Ragnar was beginning of season 4, like lost and confused, and she was this great shield maiden, now her leg is like fucked, like she'll never fight again, she can barely walk. I like that more. I like people when they're on the down. I like depressing stories. People who just their life is shattered and they don't know what they're doing.
To be fair, though, she seems happy. Like as soon as she saw the ground, she did it. Picked up. She's like, Ragnar, do you see this? I did like the way she's thinking more about Ragnar and showing all these scenes about when they were younger, and she's finally realizing everything about their relationship. You know, she always seems like she's forgotten.
Yeah,
which is good.
I think Ragnar said once that really all he wanted was to just spend his life with her on a farm and just live out the rest of the days, and that's kind of what I feel like she wants as well. And now she's kind of at that point, she's been through this massive arc, and I feel like maybe now she's just gonna settle down in that place and just farm and get married. She's not gonna fight anymore, and I don't know, I don't really see her playing a big part in the politics or the warfare anymore. She feels done.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
I'd be okay with that being the end of her arc. I was all about wanting to watch her die or whatever, but that's only because it was always, this is Vikings, you have to die by the blade. Like, you don't die of old age, genuinely. You die of a bee sting or the blade. Yeah.
The seer did prophesize that one of the sons of Ragnar would kill her, but I don't know if all the seer's visions actually came true.
No.
Like, if you go back, he said a lot of shit, and whether or not all of that came true. But I mean, that could be Bjorn, like, you know, putting her out of her misery for some reason, or some, like, subversion of that idea. But
then again, once again, if Ivar's going to attack, who's to say he's not going to attack the betrayal of Ubbe's village or whatever in England?
Yeah, well, we know he's coming over.
If he comes over, he's got, like, a massive army heading in.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that now. I loved the sequence where Harold and Bjorn, their little argument finally got to the point of violence. I thought that was really
That was sick. I was like, whoa.
It was like nice wide angle shots too. It had a lot of cutting, but you could see the actual actors like, why would you get up and then just get down again?
Dog logic.
Yeah, dog logic. Hashtag dog logic. Let's get it trending, people. You could see the actual actors, like they knew the choreographed stuff and they're actually getting in there and fighting.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's respect for them to learn that little fight.
Yeah, that's great. So I was like, oh, what the fuck? If she didn't stop them, it was like, this is really weird. I wasn't really expecting this.
Yeah, if one of them had died, they would be like, what the fuck? Because they're building the tension, the adversaries. And then it gets to the point it breaks. And I'm not a massive fan of her character. She's alright. She Shrek, whatever her name is.
She Shrek?
Yeah. Brunhild, I believe. But yeah, just like, she was right and it was funny. She's like, you both want the same thing. Defeat Ivar and worry about it later. It's like, then they're both like, she's right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, then they do like the little bro arm. So I generally laughed at that moment.
I thought Bjorn's character did a bit of evolving when he realised that he actually loved her. Like when he was talking to Harold at their wedding and stuff, he pulled a specific look that I hadn't seen his character pull before. Like he's gotten...
He's changing because he's never cared about that before. He's always been about exploration and conquest, and his partners have just been his partners, and he's had children with them and gotten bored and moved on to the next one.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now, he's understood that, and he's like, you know, I want to be in love, I want to feel this. So yeah, there's development. It's good.
Yeah, and he's just like straight up saying, you will never be the king of Norway.
Yeah, that was brutal, that dress down.
Yeah.
I get to see in Harold's eyes, I'm like, oh fuck.
I knew then there was going to be some sort of fight between them.
Yeah, I don't think it's over, like if they get Kattegat. then it's just gonna happen all
Because
over
they haven't
again.
really agreed on it, have they?
No, not really. Well, Bjorn's gonna get it until he dies, and it goes to Harold. But I mean, agreements don't mean a whole lot in Vikings.
Yeah.
You are both so stupid! You want the same thing! You want the crown of Kattegat! But you can't have the crown until you take it from Ivar!
What's his name? What the fuck, what's that English Ragnar's son called?
Oh, Magnus.
Magnus with his crying to Jesus or whatever.
Yeah, it turns out Magnus is a bitch.
Yeah, and Bjorn's like...
Yeah, I don't know, I just don't kind of care about his character at this point. You've got all these like characters that have had like so much time and effort to set them up and where they are and their development and their changes, and with him I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
He's not down with the Viking culture, he's still a Christian at heart. No.
Yeah, I don't really care. Yeah, but
They're going to do something with that, you know, the old conflict between the Viking ideology and the Western ideology. They've done that with so many characters.
Athelstan.
Yeah, Athelstan was the best and main one, the first one. That was his entire character, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now they're going to do it again, apparently. Again and again.
But we can't do it again, man.
Why did you call out to the Christian God?
What?
During the storm, you called out to Jesus to save you. Do you believe in the Christian God? Even though you are Bjorn Ironside's brother?
Of course I don't.
Vitzek, he was lost, he didn't know what he was doing, he was wandering around and smoking weed and watching Family Guy. And now he's come to the conclusion that all this, him getting bullied by Ivar and switching teams and betraying Ubbe, was because he's gonna kill Ivar. That's his destiny. I'm just like, no, you're not.
No.
You're not gonna kill Ivar.
You're following a fat guy because you think he's Buddha.
Yeah. Which is great. I love that. You asked your Buddha, King Olaf. And I like how Harold and Bjorn's forces merged with Vitzek and Olaf's. They all like kind of congregated and like, we're doing this? Yeah, I guess we're doing this.
Yeah, it's an unintentional alliance.
Yeah, but Vitzek's not going to kill Ivar. Like, Ivar needs to go and fight Alfred. Whether or not he'll be defeated, I don't know. But this isn't the end of Ivar.
Yeah, no way.
Maybe it's the end of Vitzek. I could see Vitzek dying. I'd enjoy that.
Well, he's not, as far as I can tell, he's not really that big in the history books, is he?
No, he's not. No,
It was all Ivar and Bjorn, eh?
Yeah, Ivar and Bjorn are the big ones. And Harold. But he's not the son of Ragnar.
No.
So yeah, as far as I know, he didn't do much historically. So
No.
just kill him off. Kill him off.
He just seems so happy, though. Everything he does fails, though.
Well, he hasn't really done much. He just sat around.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly like I said. You're leaving, I won't burn your girlfriend.
As soon as he leaves, just throwing petrol on her.
Pretty much. Although she did, like, fuck up that statue.
Yeah, which
How
was...
did he even come to that conclusion that it was her?
I don't know, he just like talked to her and I was like, you did it, eh? And she didn't admit to it, but...
She certainly didn't deny it.
Yeah, I think it was her family because the logistics of her cutting it down doesn't make a lot of sense. Also from a character standpoint, why wait till Vitzek leaves and then do it while you're alone? It's like, do you want to die?
Yeah, why didn't... I was still confused as why the fuck he didn't take her with him, eh?
Yeah, that would have been smart. She'd still be alive now, rather than burnt to a crisp.
Just be careful of my brother. What the fuck do you want me to do to be careful about him?
Yeah.
He's the fucking God King.
Yeah, you can't stop him. He has ultimate power.
The only way to stop him is to leave.
Yeah, we had a lot of great moments with Ivar in this episode as well. I feel like he's been kind of floundering, stagnating for a bit. That moment where he walked in and he was self-conscious of his disability, like that is the character at heart. He's self-conscious and he's disabled and he masks it all with rage. It's like such a good character. He's weak and vulnerable and he feels like, you know, everyone's teasing him and making fun of him, so he overshadows it with rage. And it's such a great like idea for a character.
And I think him with the disabled son, he sit there. It reminds him of part of himself which he's trying to forget.
He doesn't want to be that. He wants to be Bjorn, but he can't because that's just the hand he was dealt. So he had to get rid of the child. and all the scenes of him like punching Freitas and stuff. Like, geez, this is intense.
Yeah, because he like worshipped her before she gave birth to the...
He's punching the bed. Strangling her.
I thought he was going to actually legit straight choke her to death.
Yeah, every scene that happened with them, I'm like, is he going to kill her now?
Where is my baby?
That's great. That's Ivor. That's what I want. I want the intensity and the violence and the psychoticness, and then like all the insecurities and the shame and the humiliation. Yeah.
I did think it was interesting that like she gave birth to a crippled son, considering it actually had no relation to him whatsoever.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Maybe the gods actually did disable the child because she thought disability equaled divinity.
Maybe they disabled because they didn't want Ivar to be fooled.
Yeah, maybe she's drunk heavily while she was pregnant, or Jasper made reference to a coat hanger. Fucking Jasper. You're an animal, Jasper. Wake in Fright is a 1971 Australian exploitation film that explores isolation, depression, depravity, homosexuality. Oh, and I guess the other big thing was Floki this episode.
Yeah.
So he comes to the mouth of this cave, which is at the foot of a volcano, and he's of the opinion that the gods are in there. And he goes in, nice little sequence, all the shots, it's really claustrophobic. And then it's a cross. And that just like...
with the light beaming down on it.
Yeah. And I don't believe that Christians have made it that far and set up a monastery in a volcano.
Natural appearance.
But it's so just like weird and out of the blue. It signifies like that everything he's done is a failure and he's been wrong. Everything he's been fighting for from the beginning against Athelstan, all his beliefs, everything he's worked so hard to achieve is just like false.
Yeah.
And the actor, Gustav Skarsgård, he has like that like breaking moment where he's laughing and crying.
Screaming and...
It was just so good.
It was like, just a second of laughing like, you're fucking kidding me.
Yeah. And then like the realization. And there was no dialogue, it's just all in like, how he's emoting through laughing and crying and screaming. So good. And he knew exactly the emotions that he was going through and his thought process.
Yeah.
Just testament to the writing of the character and the acting. And then, the fucking volcano exploded. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
What an end to Floki, hey? Like, what a depressing end to Floki.
Yeah. I'm going to set up this community, I'm going to do my thing. Everything's going horribly wrong, but it's going to be good now. The community goes to absolute shit. Everyone kills themselves.
I wasn't expecting old mate to go that psychotic, eh?
Oh,
he just changed too.
Yeah, it makes sense because like his daughter and his son.
I understood the revenge thing, but I just don't understand why he himself was completely changed. It could have been like, okay, I know it was against something, I got my revenge, we can go back to what we were doing. It's like, well, did you just have a plan to be the king from the start or some shit? Because you're just being a dick. You've killed everyone and now it's just you and your wife stranded on...
Floki, and you're still like angry at Floki for some fucking reason, even though Floki didn't do shit.
No, you asked him to go along with you, which he did, and he didn't stop you from killing them, he just begged you not to.
Yeah.
And then he went back with you, and then he buried your daughter.
Yeah, and now you're angry at Floki for some reason.
He just wants to kill him because he's got bloodlust.
Yeah, or he wanted Floki to kill him at one point. He's like, don't fucking kill me!
I think he just wanted to basically break Floki down to show him he's still one of us. I did like that scene where Floki was saying what he would have done. If he was, which I could have pictured younger Floki doing that if he truly wanted revenge.
Yeah, I did love younger Floki.
Me too.
Killing Athelstan after, and his makeup, killing Athelstan out of jealousy and just like gung ho, doing all this radical shit because he believed in the gods so heavily.
And that laugh, which is rarely got to hear these days. Yeah,
he was like jovial and happy and cheeky. It was mischievous. It was like Loki.
But with an F.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's a song you're trembling to its tune at the request of the moon. Licking her chops, she looks...
And so now I guess everything's worked so hard to achieve and fought for is void. And do you think he's dead? Think that's it?
The volcano erupted, dude, and it was massive.
The entrance caved in. I mean, we didn't actually like see him die.
If he didn't die, though, I'm gonna call bullshit.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the volcano like exploded to a degree,
and he got covered in like. I did think they could have done it without zooming in on his face to show that he was still breathing. At that point, it's kind of leaves you with, oh, maybe he is still alive.
Yeah,
they should have just left it as him falling over and all the avalanche entombing him.
Yeah, they kind of went out of their way to show that he wasn't dead, or they didn't go out of their way to show that he was dead. But, I mean, if that's the end of his arc, that's a crazy arc, man.
I do feel it's somewhat fitting, but it is absolutely horrible for
It's satisfying, but, I mean, yeah, it's just like Shakespeare level of fucking drama and sadness, and just like, oh no, that's horrible. It's like the end of There Will Be Blood, like, that character's arc is just like him getting more psychotic and more disassociated with humanity, and then just to the breaking point of, like, murdering people and throwing out his son to the wasteland and not caring. His character arc is him going insane and losing it and not giving a fuck. Floki's arc is just him failing in every aspect of life and dying.
And then, again, dying in a terrible fucking volcanic eruption.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than a happy arc.
No. It's realistic. Like, it's not one of those things where it's like he's been fighting all this time, but then it turns out he was right and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that is almost simple. His whole arc there is almost symbolism of the old, like you said, how they slowly get turned Christian. That's his way of saying, I've been fighting for the gods, but I've lost.
It's like the old way is dying. Floki's the old way. He's dying. Ubbe's the new way.
But no, not really.
He turned against it all, didn't he?
Either way, that did make me sad about Floki.
Yeah, we all love Floki. He's been through so much. Been with him for so long. I thought with the Danes settling in East Anglia as well, like they come as a raiding party. They didn't come as farmers. So they got like swords and shields and all this stuff. But like,
that could still turn south.
Yeah, I thought that because like if you were settling in a place, you'd bring your wife and your kids, and you'd come equipped with farming equipment, but they come as a raiding party.
So I feel like they came as a raiding party and so on. But I feel like this is something they're not going to show on camera.
Yeah.
I imagine they would have had to go home and get their shit.
Yeah, it's just easier just to wrap it up quicker. But I just thought, like, what are they going to do now? Like,
whereas they're hoeing with their swords and shields.
Yeah, and like their wives and children are just back home.
They just take on English ones.
Yeah. I mean, they could make do, but they're just not equipped or set up to live that life.
Plus they would feel that it's kind of dirty. They'd probably want to take.
They wanted to come and raid and murder and steal and rape, and now they're like, now we've got a farm.
Well, I mean, like they were very farming people, and they did very rich soil, so.
Yeah, it'd be like it.
One thing that did bother me a little bit, not bother me so much, but I remember at the start of the series, when they were first doing their raids, it was all these tiny groups of things attacking England. Tiny groups. Even it took seasons upon seasons upon seasons before they got a big army, right? Yeah. And now it's like every motherfucker has a massive army. Where were these massive armies at the start?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Like the Danes had a fucking huge army.
Yeah, they're like 3 kings.
But even Ragnar didn't have a big army.
No.
He was king.
No, he didn't. Yeah, it was like 100 people maybe at its max. Oh, I guess when they raided Paris, that was a pretty big raiding party. But it was when he died that they formed the Great Heathen Army.
Yeah.
All the kings.
Which I don't even think had the Danes anyway.
No, I don't believe them being mentioned. Just like Norway and Sweden rather than Denmark.
The only way I'm just seeing, the only thing I'm seeing is that, okay, they've clearly evolved and adapted to what.
Yeah, their culture has become more accustomed to building ships and warfare and raiding. So over the decades, they've shifted. Because I mean, at the beginning they weren't raiding, so they wouldn't have.
They were just like barbarians, and
it was like Floki was building the boats. It's like now the technology is seeped through into the culture, and they'd have other boat builders, and just a change in culture.
Here is your land. Here is your new world. The world that Ragnar Lothbrok promised you, and his son Ubbe has delivered to you.
So yeah, in conclusion, I think this episode did what a good second last episode of a season should do, which was build the anticipation for the season finale.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like a siege type battle, like with Kattegat as a fortress and it all like bunkered out and set up and all these people attacking it. We haven't really seen a season finale battle like that.
No.
We've seen little ones, but yeah. And I hope they do a lot in like tactics and strategy of how to infiltrate it, because we've heard so much about how Kattegat is like this fucking
Fortress.
yeah.
And how Ivar's going to have some strategies to keep it as well.
Yeah, well, that's his thing. He's supposed to be the military mind. So yeah, if they spend like a lot of the episode on this battle and it's well written and they're focused on strategy and tactics and intellect, then it's going to be great. I'm sick of just seeing two forces on a field fucking running at each other, eh?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, they're getting to the point where they have to do different sort of things.
Yeah,
like,
you
even
can't
that
just-
battle with King Harold and that they had last time was very like different with the slow motion and the flames.
Yeah, the
They have
stylistic
to-
stuff.
And that's why Ubbe had to do the single combat as well, because you don't see much of them anymore. So
Yeah.
they've got to mix it up.
Yeah.
The siege battle will be a good one, because even when they attacked Kattegat last time with Lagertha and stuff, it was just over like that.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't...
It wasn't like a massive battle like this is going to be the season finale battle. And I hope that it's all wrapped up and resolved and we know who won. It's not ended on a cliffhanger.
There will be at some degree.
Yeah, there'll be like little threads that are cliffhangers, but I hope like the battle is resolved and done and we know who won, whether that be Harold or Ivar.
Yeah.
I hope they don't just end in the middle of the fucking battle and like, well, next season, wait for years.
Yeah, well, next season should be like, alright, now is it
Next.
going to be Ivar versus fucking...
I hope they do another time jump at the end of this season.
Yeah, that'll be alright.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a while since we had a time jumpy, and I feel like that'll wrap up a lot of threads and arcs, and then we can move on to what's the next story. What are the brothers doing now, 5 years later,
I
10
still
years
think it's
later?
going to be Ivar wanting to play chess with
Mm.
Alfred.
That's the next season. They've done nothing but set it up, not subtly either.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
Ivar-
no way they're going to set it up that much for him to just die here.
No. And if
Fuck,
they
that's like-
they did, it'd be like Ryan Johnson kind of subversion of expectations, where it's really disappointing and off-putting, and you're like,
Not like, ooh, that was a twist.
No, I'd be like, ooh, that was a twist.
Plus going against history as well.
Yeah, they found a skeleton over there, which they kind of believe was Ivar. I mean, we don't know how Ivar died, but I believe he's going to die over there fighting Alfred. Who knows? It's hard to predict this show. It actually like throws a lot of balls left of center.
Yeah.
But no, he's definitely going over to fight Alfred. And I look forward to the siege battle, and I hope it's well written and well executed. I'm sure it will be.
Yeah. As do I, sir.
Yeah.
As do I.
Alright, thank you for watching. Leave a help out. Like, subscribe, and comment.
No.
Skull.
Skull.